First, the top headlines. Meitei Lipun chief Pramod attacked today at 7:10 a.m. along Seja NIT Road. Escaped unhurt. 6 bullets hit his vehicles. Vehicles, camouflage combat dresses, pipe guns, gunpowder seized during massive search operations at Moray. Women and children throng Assam Rifles camp seeking for help, left unhurt. Involvement of PPF suspected behind killing of state cop Chingtham Anand, India Today reports. Ten Kuki MLAs demand for withdrawal of Manipur state security forces from Moray. Yumlembam Ichathoibi Devi backs goal in Wushu event in the 37 National Games in Goa. And curfew has been relaxed in Imphal East till 6 p.m. and till 10 p.m. for Imphal West, Thoubal District and Bishnupur District, and for Kakching District till 8 p.m. today. Good afternoon, you're watching ELITETV English News. I'm your host Mutum Langlenton, giving you the news in details. In a stalking incident, unknown miscreants attacked Meitei Lipun chief Pramod while he was driving along the Seja NIT Langol Road early morning today at around 7:10 a.m. However, he has escaped unhurt with 6 bullets piercing his Mahindra Bolero vehicle. No one has claimed the responsibility of the attack so far, and the reason of the attack is yet to be known. A team of forensic experts arrived on the spot for investigation. It is to be mentioned here that earlier the United Nations Human Rights has raised concerns over the vandalization of activist Bablu Loitongbam's residence in Manipur. Further details are awaited. Following the incident of the killing of slain state cop SDPO Chingtham Anand, massive search and combing operations are underway at Moray town and adjoining areas. During the search operation, several camouflage combat dresses and bulletproof jackets have been recovered, along with gunpowder including vehicles. According to reports from police, search and combing operations were undertaken yesterday from 5 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. by a combined team of state security forces at the Mutum village, Saijang and Laikot village near Indo-Myanmar international border at a distance of about 1.5 kilometers from Moray town. Acting on special inputs about the presence of culprits involved in the murder of SDPO Chingtham Anand at the Mutum village, the search operation was launched. Combined state security forces, upon reaching the village, found that all male residents of the village had already evacuated the village, leaving behind only women and children. During the search operation, 2 mobile handsets, 1 Tata DI without registration number, 6 two-wheelers without registration number, camouflage bullet-proof jackets, hunting boots, knives, swords, 3 local made pipe gun, gunpowder and other combat dresses were recovered. Meanwhile, several women and children of Moray town area protesting against the deployment and carrying out of search and combing operation in and around the Moray town thronged main gate of 5th Assam Rifles operating base at Moray town, Moray Government Higher Secondary School, BSF Gate, 5th Assam Rifles, KLP Gate. The Kuki women shouted slogans to save them from the atrocities and the sexual assaults of the state security forces. However, Assam Rifle informed the Kuki women that personnel of Assam Rifles are taking part in the search and combing operations, and no such incident of atrocities and sexual assault by the state security forces committed against the Kuki women have been reported, and their complaints were left unheard. and the women folk were not allowed to enter inside the Assam Rifles camp. More on the news. Even as Manipur Security Advisor Kuldip Singh has gone on record saying the sniper and the group involved in the killing of sub-divisional police officer Chingtham Anand in Moray have been identified, and an all-out effort is underway to nab culprits. Highly placed sources say that the fatal attack is the handiwork of a newly set up group christened as People's Protection Force (PPF). India Today Northeast News reports. According to the India Today NE News, the sources, who don't want to be named, said the shooting of the police officer was executed under the supervision of a commander of the Kuki militant outfit, currently under the suspension of Operation Su, a tripartite ceasefire agreement with the state government and the center. While the security advisor stopped short of revealing the identities of the people and the group involved in the Dastardly act that killed the decorated police officer, they alleged that the PPF base at Moray had been planning to ambush the state police special commandos deployed to maintain law and order at the border town. The source revealed that 3 days ahead of the sniper ambush that killed SDPO Anand, functionaries of PPF and an Apex Kuki civil body of Technopole district engaged in a heated argument with a deceased police officer over why the police personnel were clearing the Eastern Sign School ground. The deceased SDPO, along with 3rd Indian Reserve Battalion Commandant H. Balram and Superintendent of Police T.H. Krishnatombi Singh, was supervising the clearance work of the school ground that started on October 26 to prepare for a helipad. The source further revealed that miscreants in Moray are extorting money from the residents of Moray to buy ammunitions and sophisticated weapons, particularly snipers, and also to bring in master trainers from Myanmar to India soil to train Chinkuki youths as PPF volunteers. Furthermore, the sources said that the recruits are being sheltered and given arms training at Howlanphai and Shahai, the 2 Kuki villages lying along the India-Myanmar international border on the Indian side to Moray. It is also alleged that sophisticated weapons like sniper, assault rifles, rocket propellers and explosives were recently purchased from Thailand and China. A second batch of arms training for PPF volunteers is underway at Howlanphai and Sahai. It is stated that the KNA commander involved in the sniper ambush was called in to supervise the training of the PPF. India Today NE News reported. In a joint press release issued yesterday, the elected 10 MLAs of the Kuki-Zomi-Mar community voiced out their resentment against the Manipur police, particularly the commandos' atrocities over innocent and helpless Kuki-Zomi-Mar civilians in the Technopole district following the aftermath of the killing of SDPO Chingtham Anand. In the joint press release, the 10 Kuki MLAs have condoled the death of the state cop. However, they have asserted that the state security forces are resorting to excess and atrocities perpetrated against the Kuki people in Moray. Further, the Kuki MLAs have also claimed that in the operations that are underway at Moray, the state forces resorted to arson, indiscriminate firing, looting of civilian properties, vehicles and household items including valuable ornaments, documents, gold, cash and unprovoked brutality, forcing common people, including women and children, to flee into the nearby jungle. Acknowledging the state police hardship while naming the culprits, the Kuki legislature also claimed that the police cannot condone the unrestrained, illegal and barbaric activities of the commando and state police personnel. The 10 Kuki MLAs have appealed to the MHA to deploy neutral forces in Moray and also sought action against erring state police officers. At least 200 Assam Rifles personnel were airlifted to Moray town in ethnic strife-torn Manipur as the security forces launched an offensive to flush out militants, especially infiltrators from Myanmar, suspected to be involved in recent attack that killed one senior police officer. People familiar with the matter said yesterday, Moray has been on high alert since Tuesday when sub-divisional police officer SDPO Moray Chingtham Anand was killed and 3 constables of a reinforcement team sustained bullet injuries in 2 separate attacks by militants in the border town, 110 km from Imphal. The additional personnel were airlifted. Some were also sent to Moray by road as a part of the counter-terror measures. They are involved in identifying militants who are hiding in the town or may have crossed into India from the Indo-Myanmar border, a senior officer aware of the matter said. Requesting anonymity, Assam Rifles is working with other agencies in the counter-terror operations, he added. Though multiple security forces are deployed across Manipur, which has been in the grip of ethnic violence since May 3rd, particularly in Moreh, the addition of reinforcement by Assam Rifle holds significance as a central paramilitary force is also responsible for guarding the Indo-Myanmar border. The force also has its intelligence officer deeply engaged in Moreh in Kuki-dominated Tengnopal district. Security forces are on the lookout for militants from Myanmar who are suspected to be involved in the fanning tension in the northeastern state. On Tuesday, the security forces detained at least 32 Myanmar nationals in Moreh, of whom 10 had been sent to foreigners' detention center. The National Investigation Agency NIA, which is probing into the conspiracy behind the ethnic class that have claimed at least 178 lives in Manipur since May 3rd, has pointed at involvement of terror groups from Myanmar and Bangladesh in fueling violence. Meanwhile, security forces on Tuesday conducted a surprise inspection at 3 militant camps in Moreh and found them deserted, raising concerns. An official aware of the matter said that at around 3 a.m. on Thursday, the forces conducted a surprise inspection in 3 Moreh villages, housing camps of UKLF, United Kuki Liberation Front, and KNA, Kuki National Army, both militant outfits under the suspension of operation agreement. The joint search operation were done by police, border security forces, India Reserve Battalion, and Assam Rifles. The camp were empty. Prop is on, the official said, also declining to be named. The suspension of operations agreement was signed by the center and the Manipur government with 25 Kuki militant groups in August 2008. According to the terms of the SU agreement, cadres of such militant groups are confined to designated camps with arms deposed in a safe room under a double locking system. The outfit are given minimum arms only to guard their own camps. To be sure, the Manipur government in March this year had backed out of the SU agreement with KNA, Hindustan Times reports. Manipur, despite ruling under turmoil and violence for the past 6 months, is continuing to perform better in the ongoing 37 national games, with Yumlembam Ichathoibi Devi from Kairao Bitra, Awang Laikai, clinching gold in Wushu event. Yumlembam Ichathoibi is the daughter of late Yumlembam Sanatom Basing and Yumlembam Ongbi Jamini Laima. With this, Manipur bagged a total of 9 gold medals, 6 silver medals and 15 bronze medals so far in the ongoing national event. Now let's take a short commercial break. Stay tuned for further news.
Takuba Yaitoksare. Aigi Chanupi, Dr. Florence Samadi Ianopa, James Kitakoba, Lakliba, November Gitang Ohum, Irai Nimita, Pangtok Chagani Torumba Adu, Marimata, Amalaitaba, Yum Mangba Yaubadagi, Lakliba, November Gitang Tarahundoi, Nintokaba Nimito in a Pangtok Chagani. Baton Pangbikiba, Marumapang, quite Kibina, Nimit Asida, Lingbiratuna, Takoba Gitoromasi, Mapung Pan Binaba, ELITETV Tonga, Kanganjari. Kanganjari ba Ngangong Chandababu Mapa Nilakuti Lamkai Imphal East Manipur.
Yen semba haiba miyoi ama pamjai. Imphal da laiba yen yonpham dukan amagi yen semba saba haiba miyoi ama pamjai. Thagi tolop negotiate tauba yagani. Laifam chapam lemna laiba yabagi khudong chabasu fangbigani. Hena akupa marol gidamak mobile number 9362658436 asida contact tawbirakpa yagani.
Admission open. Temple of Learning Mayangmam Apabi Nursing College, Tolmak, Manipur University, Kantipur Gimanak Laiba College Asida, Chalibachahi, English Ngani Kulumdoi, English Ngani Kunmaridagi, Basic Nursing Course Tamnaba, Admission Form Thazare. State Government na Ayaba Piraba, Manipur Nursing Council na Aputoraba, Manipur University, the affiliate Tauraba College ni, Clinical Exposure gi parent Amadi affiliated hospital Sindi, District Hospital, Thobal, Sky Hospital and Research Center, Rims Road, Maipakpi Maternity Hospital, North AOC, Raz Medicity, North AOC, Mother's Care Children Hospital and Research Center, Sagolban, District Hospital Visnupur, Saibo Hospital Kurai, Center for Mental Hygiene Changangai, Mental Hospital Tezpur Asina Singbani, Educational Bank Loan Amadi, Scholarship Ki Kudong Sabalagani, Medical Directorate na Loba Common Entrance Test eligible Oiraba Satri Singna admission Tawiba Yaragan.
Welcome back from the break. You are watching ELITETV English News. Amid the ongoing unrest in Manipur's Moray after the killing of State Cop SDPO Chingtham Anand, several bodies have voiced out their anger as well as resentments. An Imphal West-based body going by the name My Manipur, in its press statement asserted that in the last few days, press releases and statements of a few tribal bodies objecting to the deployment of state force in Moray have appeared and falsely terming it as an act of aggression. Photos of banner with words such as protest against the forceful occupation of Moray by Métis, etc. have also surfaced. Further advocating on its statement, the local body highlighted that the claim made by both tribal bodies are not true as per records. The release said the Yangau Pokpi Lokcha forest was declared as a reserve forest in 1946 by Manipur State Darbar and later declared a wildlife sanctuary by the State Forest Department in 1989. The body also highlighted the boundary description and stated that the entire forest is bounded by Waksu Lok to the north, Lokchau River to the south, boundary pillars from 15 to 22 to the east, and to the west the course of Lokchau River, which meet the main Burma road near about Saibong and then following the bridle path going to Laibi to a branch of Namzet Lok about near Dailaubung Kuki. In extent, it will cover roughly about 60 square miles. My Manipur State, it may be noted that the declaration of Yangau Pokpi Lokchau Forest as a reserve forest and a wildlife sanctuary was made before the creation of Technopole District in 2016. With Moray Town coming under Yangau Pokpi Wildlife Sanctuary, it is also the bounden duty of Manipur State Government to conserve and protect the area by exercising its power and deploying any law enforcement agencies as required and necessary. Therefore, Moray Town and the surrounding areas which come under the Yangau Pokpi Lokchau Reserve Forest do not belong to any particular community in Manipur. JDU Manipur Yuva President Bhaktaraj has claimed BJP Manipur Pradesh President A. Sada Devi over her remarks of non-involvement of BJP MLAs in demanding separate administration, terming it as a remark made by a person without any knowledge of the ongoing situation and scenario in the state. He also appealed A. Sada Devi not to make such remarks without gaining proper knowledge on the matter and also advised not to speak blatant lies before the public.
BJP President A. Sada Devi Hojik separate administration talibasi BJP MLA tara yawi habasi mayamna khangaraba ngatani do khangna bana yawdi habasi mahakse kari knowledge amda laitre hariba irangjan knowledge amda laitre habasi ai haijage nauna hojik SDPO na puramba anan mahak laikhidabasi akogi JDU gi youth ki maikai yam nugai taba phongdok chali masida mahakse Home Department Makoina Swagin, I hijack CM Biria Masamasu, Sumana Mapam, Zagasa, the Basin the Mahana, who cool the Tapa Borama, Mark is holding the buggy, helicopter Saleva, the mind of the Mahaki, Matsani, Kana, Lady Security Force Command of Yansu, Puggy Matakta, Salala Magadi, and Gusto was a Tom the Basuya Haina 800 again.
Kurai Apunba Meira Paibilu offered a candlelight vigil yesterday for the departed souls of slain state Kop Chingtham Anand and deceased village volunteers Lai Muim Prem and also observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect for the departed souls. Speaking during the candlelight vigil, one women Meira Paibi member Yumnam Tombi stated that the loss of innocent valuable lives in the rampant attack by Kuki militants is unwarranted and the state authority must take actions to stop the killings and attacks by illegal Kuki militants. In a press meet held yesterday at the office of Dasam Jiribam District, President Bilax has expressed that during inspection of Jiribam Higher Secondary School by joint students body of Jiribam, it came to the light that the teachers of the school have not been paid salaries for the past 17 months, and also expressed that further necessary processes for the teachers who were regularized in the year 2022 have been withheld due to the ongoing crisis in the state. Dasam Jiribam has drawn the attention of the state authority and concerned department to look into the matter, while at the same time appreciating the teachers for continuing their service despite not receiving salaries for such a long time. Further, the student body also highlighted the pitiful condition of the school requiring proper fencing and repairing works. MLA of Lamlai Assembly Constituency K.H. Ibomcha has expressed that an international level football ground will be constructed at Lamlai. The statement was made during participation in the 47th Foundation Day of Saijang Progressive Youth Club under Lamlai Assembly Constituency in Imphal East District. Speaking on the occasion, he continued that due to the ongoing crisis in the state, the economic condition is in a deplorable state, and the condition has been heightened with shortage in amount of rainfall during this year. And in order to provide some relief for the shortage of water for irrigation, processes for drilling and installation tube wells have been taken up in the constituency. He further appealed to any interested farmer who is desirous of cultivating cash crops or other vegetable to approach him directly, and he will provide all necessary help.
사나로이시 암톡과 머르구나 사나버기 마상 같은 비야 왔다 아두나 사나버기 인프라스트럭처 생겼다 아베기 라이크덤버기 고멘기 스쿨싱 생겼다 아루가 거기 롱미싱기 액티비티싱시 거의 얌나 마이파나 더고 흔들려봐 더고세 아이기 톱 프라이어리티니 거기 마이기시가 파킹 와버지 이싱이 ada isingi matang sidasu ay ngasi mari mangani gi manungda pagi tip well department ni sinasu koi survey holani.
On the other hand, General Secretary Waikum Roshan expressed that the SPYC was established in the year 1976 and was registered in 2010. And since its inception, the club has been actively organizing and working for promotion of sport activities, arts and culture, and in other educational fields as well. For all these achievements and endeavor, he expresses gratitude and respect to the deceased founding members of the club. The Foundation Day celebration program was also attended by MLA of Andro Assembly Constituency T.H. Shyamkumar, Jila Parishad Telochana Angom Jamini, Y. Boshan of Lamlai Kendra Village Volunteer Force, NG Joy of Lamlai Kendra United Club, and social worker W. Dhananjoy.
SPYC hek sapong lakpadagi ngasi phawda maikai asomda education, sport, art and culture ne chingba hiram kayada mangjin thaba maru sangba thong manaba santi leiba nungsinana hingminnaba kunai ama semnabagi pandamda matamdugi ahal lamansingna SPYC asi lingkhat piramani loina na me ahumdagi hojik phawba satharakliba kangluki irang asibu SPYC saijangna mangjin thana saruk yaduna lagli makata nasu imalaiba kidamak thawai ka thokpa pamudana SPYC saijangna saruk yakhigani haiba wafamsi thamjarga.
Now let's take another short commercial break. Stay tuned for further news.
Presto Personalized Wonders, Imphal da nauna hangdok jare, Haidiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlam sing, mafam asida pangbigani, ngasi maglangsing birau, Tilagras Enterprises, Presto, Tangal Bazar near Kasturi Tong, Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
diabetes ka loinana hinglibasing tha amagi manungda control toba ngamle urea creatinine wangbasu tha amagi manungda hanthaba ngamle khong hamba nungaitabsu numit manganigi manungda fahanba ngamle piles savidi nungsang nabasu chama da chama fahanba ngamle cholesterol wangba numit kunida normal oiba ngamle bp wangbasu tha amagi manungda normal oiba ngamle pumnamak natural oiba hidak makhalna laing jabani hakjang da sokadaba side effect leite makhata na hidak chabagi mathausu tararoi akupa marol gidamak ngasimak langsin birau diabetes hospital Jennings Road near Punjab National Bank Porompat Imphal East.
Welcome back once again. Moving on, curfew has been relaxed in Imphal East till 6 p.m. today, and for Imphal West, Thoubal and Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 10 p.m. For Kakching district, curfew has been relaxed till 8 p.m. today. Markets and shops remain open and traffic was seen normal on the roads. People rushed to buy essential during the curfew relaxation. As the Uttarakhand government prepares to host the Global Investor Summit 2023 on 8-9 December, MOUs worth more than rupees 20,000 crore were signed during a roadshow organized in Ahmedabad. The MOUs were signed with 50 plus industrial groups in the presence of Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami and include sectors like health, logistics, education, hospitality, etc. The Chief Minister is holding back-to-back meeting with investors, inviting them to the Investors Summit to be organized at the state's capital, Dehradun. Sheetal Group and Company, Jivaya Wellness Private Limited, Rankers Hospital, Astral Pipes, Gujarat Ambuja, MKC Insa Infrastructure Limited, Amul and Warmora Tiles are some of the companies with which the Uttarakhand government has signed the MOUs. Pushkar Singh Dhami reached Gujarat on Tuesday to participate in the roadshow and invite investors to the Global Investors Summit. The Chief Minister said that the summit will play a crucial role in doubling the state's gross state domestic product, GSDP. A target has been set to double the GSDP of the state in the next 5 years. The Chief Minister said to achieve this goal, the Uttarakhand Global Investors Summit 2023 to be held in Dehradun in December is a very important event. Read the official statement issued by the Chief Minister's Office, CMO. Indians apprehended while crossing the US border unlawfully have reportedly witnessed a 5-fold increase in the past year. Around 96,917 Indians were arrested while illegally crossing into the US between October 2022 and September 2023. Times of India reported citing US Customs and Border Protection UCBP data. In 2019 to 2020, 19,883 Indians were apprehended, the report added. As many as 30,010 were caught on the Canada border and 41,770 at the frontier with Mexico between October 2022 and September 2023. So far, people from Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras and Ecuador have been known to seek asylum in the US, but there has been a big rise in the migrant from other countries like India. Single adults account for the highest category of people arrested while entering the US illegally. This time, 84,000 single adults were apprehended at the US border. Besides, 730 unaccompanied children were also detained. Most of the Indian migrants turned themselves into border patrol after crossing into the US and seeking asylum. Many are influenced by fellow Indians who had similarly entered the US. Overall, the US is seeing an illegal migration from worldwide. As per the report, 2 million people around the world were arrested for crossing the border illegally during this period. The influx of illegal entries into the US can be because of visa issues. The wait time for visas and green cards has increased recently. Nearly 4 weeks after Hamas' deadly rampage in Israel, the Israeli Defense Forces (IDF) has begun surrounding the Gaza city. A flurry of heavy explosions raised cloud of smoke over Gaza city on 2nd November. An airstrike Thursday smashed a residential building to rubble in the Vuraich refugee camp several miles south of Gaza City, the Associated Press reported. U.S. President Joe Biden and his top advisors have warned Israel that with growing forces it will become difficult to pursue its military goals in Gaza as the global outcry intensifies about the fall of humanitarian sufferings. Israeli military strike killed several people sheltering at school, a UN agency said, while Gaza hospitals are still struggling from the shortages of critical medical supplies. Roughly 341 foreigners successfully crossed the Rafah border crossing on Thursday, as per CNN. More than 20,000 wounded people are still trapped in Gaza, according to Doctors Without Borders, MSF. The U.S. House of Representatives passed a bill to provide $14.3 billion in aid to Israel. More than 24 top U.S. law firms sent a letter to more than 100 law school deans telling them to take an unequivocal stance against anti-Semitic harassment on their campus. Anti-Semitic incidents have soared since the war began, and the conflict has bitterly divided dozens of campuses, including Harvard University, Stanford University, and the University of Pennsylvania. Students at Harvard, Penn, and Columbia University have announced task force on anti-Semitism. Unrest has increased in the occupied West Bank in the tandem with the war in Gaza, with 3 Palestinians killed by Israeli fire on Thursday and an Israeli killed in Palestinian shooting attack, according to a AFP news agency. For our ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 948028909882 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Now, before we wrap up, let's look at the headlines once again. Maitai Lipun chief promote attack today at 7:10 a.m. along CJ90 road. Escape unhurt, 6 bullets hit his vehicle. Vehicles, camouflage combat dresses, pipe guns, gunpowder seized during massive search operation at Moray. Women and children throng Assam Rifles camp seeking for help, left unheard. Involvement of PPF suspected behind killing of State Cop Chingtham Anand, India Today reports. Ten Kuki MLAs demand for withdrawal of Manipur state security forces from Moray. Yumlembam Ichathoibi Devi backs goal in Wushu event in the 37th National Games in Goa. And curfew has been relaxed in Imphal East till 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. for Imphal West, Thoubal and Bishnupur district, and for Kakching district till 8 p.m. today. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News.